a question in my InU channel inbox, and I am so sorry that I am just now answering it right now. I'm so sorry. I did not pay attention to it. I didn't see it until today, and so that's why I said, you know what? I gotta make time. I gotta get up on here and answer this question for you. So here it goes. Okay. The question that I received was, what are the first things that I would encourage someone to get started on a healing journey? And the very first thing I would encourage someone to do. Okay, you want a pen and a paper. And on a day where you don't feel your best, maybe something went wrong, you're feeling down and out, I want you to write a list of all of the things that you want to change with yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, anything that's within your control. I want you to write it down on this list. Okay? And then on a day that you feel your best, like something happened, you feel great, you hit a goal, you just got an accomplishment, I want you to write down every single thing you love about yourself. Okay? Now, as you're working through your healing journey, I want you to, of course, use the list that you know, the things that you actively want to change. I want you to separate that list and say, okay, these are the things I know I can knock out right now. And then the other ones, try to create a routine around them. If it's your weight, make it an effort to do a routine, a schedule. If it's, doing prayer or meditation, which I highly encourage, make sure you're coming up with a method of when and where you're going to do it. Where are you going to put it at? What are you asking for? What are you doing with it? Like for me, I incorporated a grateful list where I would write the things that I was most grateful for from the day before. And I would have that every morning, and I would close my eyes and I would actively think about those things, and I would give it to God, and I'd be like, thank you. I'm so grateful for this thing, for this person, for this place, and here's why I'm thankful for it. If it's something that I learned, here's what I learned, thank you, like putting in that, pouring out your heart, you know what I mean? Anything, like, thank you. This person is bringing me this. This person is making me feel this way. This place is making me feel this way. This, and making that active effort into thinking about the things that you're most good, the changes. Plus, what's crazy about that is as you go through it and you start doing that list, you start to, like, you're looking at it like, oh my God, like all of these things have changed. And it almost becomes addicting. Like, oh my God, like what's next? What's going to come next? And they're like little changes, but there's like, as time passes, you're like, it becomes big. It's like, oh my God, like all of these things have changed for me, and then you're like, you're down 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, and then you're a year off and you're like, oh my God, like I did it. Like and that becomes something that you put on your grateful list where you're saying, God, I'm so thankful, for making me strong enough, for having my back, for, finding, giving me these other alternative ways to think about things and to be about things and to act with things and to communicate, You just want to make that constant effort of always thinking in a positive and a grateful mindset, always, regardless of what is going on. You want your mind there, okay? But the only way to get there is if you're making a conscious effort to do that, okay? You can't just 20 days into whatever you're doing and then say, okay, I'm gonna do grateful list. That's not the same. Like, you have to actively put it, and then it's crazy because it actually becomes a part of you where you're like, if something happens the other day, you're like, oh, I'm gonna put that on my list. That's gonna be on my list for tomorrow morning, and then because you see all these changes each time that you're giving that grateful list, each time you're closing your eyes, you almost want to cry because you're so overwhelmed with emotion of how all of these things are changing for you, and you can't help but know that it's God. Like, there's no way, there will never be a doubt, never be a doubt in your mind. as you're going through this journey, you start to feel different. You start to think differently. And then you work through your list more and more and more and more and more until your list becomes you. And then eventually you're like, that was me all along. I just had to get there. You were basically being corrupted by your environment. That's really what happened. You were being corrupted by the people, places, and things that you were putting yourself into. And, you know, we're a product of our environments, the people that we're around, the things we do, you know, and I'm not knocking anybody, right? It's like we all have our own path to walk. If this is mine, then I'm gonna walk it. And if just like this person, you're asking. So it's something that's, you know, in your mind. It's something that's being put in your heart, in your mind, you know? So don't let it go. Keep on aiming for that. Keep on achieving that. Don't let it go. And then on those days that you feel like you're down, you know, like those days that you're like, oh God, you know, look at that list of things that you write about yourself, that you know about, all the good things about yourself. Look at that list and remind yourself of why you need to keep pushing forward. Okay, I hope that helps. Okay, I'm so sorry about not answering this question right away, but I hope that the advice that I gave you works. It worked for me.